everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sophia, and today, after my crisis of microphone issues, I'm back. Basically, I'm having to order a new microphone. This one is my partner's, which I've stolen and quickly used to get a video out, otherwise you'd be waiting even longer. But today I wanted to do another fun tutorial because I wanted another baby hat style to make for my friends and my best friend and family members who are all having babies this summer. And so I sort of designed this baby hat and I was experimenting with it a little bit, and now I sort of like nailed the pattern. I've released the template on my website and I thought I'd do a little tutorial to go along with it. So it is this little bear ear pattern. So I just think it's so cute. So yeah, basically if you've done the knotted hat pattern, you'll find this one quite straightforward. It's a little more technical than the knot one and it does take a little bit more time, but I think it's worth it. I just think it's so cute. So yeah, so let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so for this tutorial you're going to need some cotton jersey, a pair of scissors and a rotary cutter, some pins and a template. This is actually one from my website, which I'll put the link to in the description, and it's a newborn size, and of course you'll need a sewing machine and thread. Okay, so the first thing I've done is traced off my pieces so that I can leave this as my base piece. And that means that if I ever want to change anything or modify the size at all, at least I've got my original to work from. So once you've got your traced pieces, you're going to get your fabric. The fabric that I'm using is a scrap of organic cotton jersey. So the first piece I'm going to cut is my cuff on the fold. So I'm going to make a fold in one side, making sure that your stretch is going the right way. And we're just going to cut this out. Okay, next I'm going to cut my two main hat pieces. A little tip when you're cutting the main hat piece, if you cut the semicircle out and then use a pair of scissors to cut the triangle. So once you've cut out your cuff and your two main hat pieces, we're going to cut the ears. Now because they're so small, I actually cut them with scissors instead of my rotary cutter, and I normally cut two at a time. So what I'm going to do is fold this in half. And you can pin this. And I'm just going to go around it with scissors. Okay, so once you've cut all your pieces out, it should look something like this. So you've just got one cuff piece that's been cut on the fold, two main hat pieces and 4 ear pieces in total. So the first thing we're going to do is sew our ear pieces together. So you're just going to get 2 and put them right sides together. And with a 10mm seam allowance, we're just going to join this outer curve together around here with a small zigzag stitch. I've got it on zigzag stitch and I use the stitch width as 1.5mm and then my stitch length at 2mm. So that's the size of zigzag I'm using to join these. Okay, so I've just got my raw edges lined up against my 10mm line and I'm just going really, really carefully around the curves. So I tend to leave my needle down, stop and turn as I go. Okay, so once you've sewn 2 of your ear pieces together, it should look something like this. So all I do now is grab my scissors and I'm just going to trim that seam allowance down by about half, just to reduce the bulk. And I'm just going to repeat that with the other set of ears. Okay, so once you've done both, all you're going to do is turn them the right way round. And you might want to press them flat just so they look nice and neat and tidy. Now you can leave the ears as they are, but what I like to do is fold the two corners in at the bottom so they meet in the middle like that, and that's how you get that cute little sort of 3D effect on the top of the hat. And once you've done that, all you do is just gently zigzag just over that join right at the very bottom to hold it in place. Okay, so once you've done that, you should have two cute little ears that look like this. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the main hat piece. Okay, so for the main hat piece, you're going to fold each piece right sides together, and again with a 10mm seam allowance, you're just going to join that open triangle end. So I'm going to use my overlocker for this. So I start from the open end and I just tailor it off, keeping that seam allowance straight there, and then tapering it off at the bottom. Okay, so once you've done that, it should look something like this. So when you open it out, you should have a slightly rounded top to the hat. So once you've done that on both pieces, we're going to place our ears in between. So if you get your original template, you'll see on the original template that I've put these little markers. Now they're just a guide for where I'm going to put the ears, but you don't have to use these. You can move them slightly to more to the top or more to the side. So what we're going to do is just snip these markers here, so I know where I want to put my ears, and then we're going to layer up our hat. Okay, so you're going to lay one hat piece right sides up, and then both ears are going to go where those little markers are, again right sides up, so you want the puckers both facing the same way. And then we're just going to put our other hat piece right sides down on top so that all these notches line up together, and you're just going to pin that outer curve together. A little trick when pinning, that top section where we did the overlocking to join the triangular pieces, if you lay one seam going one way and one seam going the other, it reduces the bulk in the top and it just makes it look neater and flatter. Okay, so now we're just going to join this, again with a 10mm seam allowance, all the way around this outer edge. Okay, so I actually made it a little bit easier for myself, and I actually reduced the seam allowance and made it a 6mm seam allowance, just so I could line it up on my overlocker easily. So as long as you do the same seam allowance for the cuff, then it should fit absolutely fine. So far I've done a 10mm seam allowance for the ears, 10mm for this join here, and then I've just changed the seam allowance on this outer curve to 6mm. So now my cuff has to be sewn at 6mm. Okay, so to sew your cuff, you're going to get your folded piece, and you're just going to fold it again right sides together. And what we're going to do is we're going to join this short edge here so that we create a loop. Okay, so once you've done that, it should look something like this. So now what you're going to do is fold it wrong sides together in half, so you create a double-sided loop all the way around, and this is our hat cuff. So now all we need to do is mark off 4 points so that we can join this very evenly and neatly to our hat, because this will be slightly smaller than our hat. So I'm just going to put a pin in that back join there, and I'm going to fold it in half and then mark my second point here. And then I'm going to put that pin on top of the seam line, and then I'll get my final quarters pinned evenly. Okay, so once you've got that, you should have 4 pins with equal quarters in your cuff. Okay, so you just need to make sure that the front of the ears is here. So I need to flip it over, and I'm going to put this over the top so that that back seam is now in the back of the hat, at the back where the ears are. And essentially you're just lining up the raw edges. So you should have 3 layers, 2 layers from the cuff and 1 layer from the hat. So where those side pins were, you're going to line those up with the side seams of the hat. And I'm going to pin those together. And I'm also going to make sure that I'm pinning the seam allowance of the hat towards the back. Okay, and once you've done that, you're just going to gently stretch the cuff so that you can join the front and back centres. Okay, and once you've done that, we're just going to overlock or zigzag stitch that loop. So we're just joining those 3 raw edges together. Okay, so once you've done that, it should look something like this. So now you can just fold that cuff away from the hat. You might want to give it a little bit of a press, but then all you need to do is fold that cuff back up towards the hat. And there you have an adorable little bear hat. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it wasn't too difficult. Sorry to confuse everyone with the seam allowances, but basically whatever seam allowance you do for the outer hat, as long as you do the same for the cuff, it should fit fine. Just remember that it will change the sizing slightly, but it does mean that if you've got a baby with a big head or a baby with a small head, you can tailor it slightly. It is for a newborn size, which is a very rough size. And if you need it bigger than the pattern allows, then either reduce the seam allowance, or you can draw around it and just add like 1/2 mil seam allowance every time, not 1/2 mil, 1/2 centimetre seam allowance every time you increase, and that should give you a little bit more leeway and more room when you're sewing. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you did, and please, like, if you have any questions, then comment below, and I will put all the links to the templates down below as well. So yes, I will see you soon for another video. Fingers crossed if I get a microphone. Happy handmade, everyone.